Let's start off episode 225, how we always do, with our headlines in the NFL. Justin Fields got carted off in his first practice as a New York Jet. Now, the Jets, they thought this was the end of the world. They thought that Justin Fields was never going to play football again. At least that's how it was described to me when the injury occurred. It's only a dislocated toe. It's not the end of the world for Justin Fields or the Jets. Justin Fields, though, off to a shaky start in his first practice in New York Jet. He'll be on the sidelines for a little bit, but not the whole season, like Jets fans wanted you to believe. Another player sidelined, but for a different reason, is Micah Parsons with the Dallas Cowboys, who's holding out for a new contract. Now, Micah Parsons has been dealing with this his whole time in Dallas, where he's been a superstar, but Jerry Jones does not want to give him a superstar contract yet. Now, he loves Micah Parsons. They love Micah Parsons in Dallas, but they don't want to give him the extension. Doesn't make sense to me. I think Mike is a great player. I think Mike also has great trade value too. Let's see what Dallas wants to do with Mike Parsons. Shedeur Sanders is having trouble in paradise, or should I say Cleveland, which is about the opposite paradise. Maybe Cleveland's nice in the summer. Shedeur Sanders is looking to be the fourth quarterback on the depth chart this year for the Cleveland Browns, most likely ending up on the practice squad and will be released after training camp on the practice squad, where yes, he can be stolen by any team on the practice squad. Doesn't seem likely, though, that any team will want to pick up Shedeur Sanders if he's on the Browns practice squad. Dillon Gabriel is better than him. Kenny Pickett is better than him. Joe Flacco is better than him. And Deshaun Watson is better than Shedeur Sanders. So I don't see where Shedeur Sanders fits on this team as a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. It didn't even seem like the Browns wanted Shedeur Sanders. It was just like, hey, he's on the board. We took Dillon Gabriel last night. Why not? Let's go for it. We always did that thing where we can never make it a quarterback, and we thought about taking two in 1 year. What if we do that in 2025 with Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders? That's what they did. Another quarterback struggling is Caleb Williams. Even though he's got a brand new head coach and some good weapons around him, Caleb Williams is struggling in Chicago, they're saying. Caleb Williams was number one pick in last year's NFL draft, had a terrible coach in Matt Eberflus his first year, but then they bring in Ben Johnson. And Ben Johnson is this offensive whiz who can make anybody into a superstar quarterback, including you or me watching this or performing this podcast right now. Caleb Williams, though, threw 5 picks at practice the other day, same with J.J. McCarthy, his division rival in Minnesota, but these NFC North quarterbacks are struggling so far in training camp. Second year for both these guys. J.J. McCarthy has no game experience. Caleb Williams doesn't have much either with only 1 season under his belt. We're going to have to wait and see how these second-year quarterbacks perform, but their preseason not going so great right now. Switch things over to the MLB, where Nick Kurtz set an incredible record the other night for the Oakland Athletics. Yes, the rookie for the Oakland Athletics had 4 home runs in one game. We'll talk about him more later on the episode, but Nick Kurtz is incredible for the A's. He's a superstar in the making. He got drafted a year ago, and he's already making waves in the MLB. Didn't even play 30 or 40 minor league baseball games. He's on fire, Nick Kurtz, for the Oakland Athletics. Trade deadline is today in the MLB. We're not going to talk too much about that because I don't know what's going to go on at the time of this recording in the MLB. But another thing in MLB to close out these headlines, Emmanuel Clase, the superstar pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians, is under investigation by the MLB. All things we're going to dive into later on in the episode. But that's about it for the headlines this week.